What's been your best month for your coaching program?
Here in January, we did over $300,000 in revenue.
On average, how much does your program generate per month?
On average, somewhere between 1 to 300,000. We're almost at $1 million for the year so far. We're just into May. My calendar has been booked solid. I'm not running any ads right now. Over the last month, I've done almost 30 million views. We have at least 5 or 10,000 opt-ins. Bringing you in kind of made it official.
Welcome to today's video, guys. Today I have Colin here with me, and we're going to be asking him a few questions about the work we've been doing together, what he does, who he is, and yeah, it's finally great to meet you, bro.
Yeah, it's nice to meet in person. We've been working together for 2 years?
Yeah, around 2 years now. It's been 2 years. Yeah, so for anyone that doesn't know you, what do you do and who do you help?
Yeah, so I do Airbnb. I have an extensive real estate background, but I got into Airbnb Arbitrage when I moved from Canada to the US. I've been doing that for the last few years. I've accumulated almost a couple hundred Airbnb Arbitrage units across the US. We also help people get into the business. We do a coaching, mentorship, and a done for you, done with you type program. We help people get E2 visas with our lawyers and our accountants and help them launch an Airbnb business. So those are the main things that I'm doing right now.
Yeah, that's awesome. And basically it's a complete done for you, done with you kind of coaching program, is that right?
Correct. Yeah, we basically take people in from scratch, find them a unit, design it, set it up, help them launch it, show them how to manage it and run it, everything A to Z.
Yeah, so when someone's getting an Airbnb from you, is it a guaranteed unit that they'll be getting from this program?
Correct. Yeah, we do a money back guarantee that we are going to provide them with, a lease and help them set up their first unit or however many units they decide to start with.
Take me back to 2 years ago. What did your business look like before we started working together on your program?
Yeah, for sure. It was very kind of rinky dink. I hadn't built out a course yet. I wasn't really doing social media. I didn't have obviously someone like you doing graphics and we're doing the carousel reels now and the B-roll posts and the funnel and helped me with all the education stuff.
Yeah.
But I was just doing one-on-one coaching with people. They would come into my circle community and I would help them. I would coach them, but we didn't have official course material and I wasn't branded yet either. I don't think we didn't have the purple color or anything yet. So yeah, I think bringing you in kind of made it official, and we started obviously working. We came up with a great course that is helping students and obviously the video editing and graphic design, the funnels, everything kind of just came together.
Yeah, so actually before we started working together, you told me that you already were working with some sort of company that was helping you with your program or course.
Yeah, it was a company. They had a really good funnel and sales team that got me into their program, and it was pretty expensive too, but the actual course and product that they were starting to build was terrible. I think I remember sending it to you and we're we could give this away as a free mini course. It was so bad. Then me and you kind of collabed. Obviously I had the know-how of the Airbnb business and you kind of had the structure and the, kind of making it
putting it together,
and look good and whatnot. So we designed this, great course, and we've been using it for a couple of years, and we actually just started working on another variation of a new updated course.
Fresh up.
It's almost finished.
It's almost done.
Hopefully we'll launch that soon. And super happy with where my education offer has went since finding you. 1 month I was with an old marketing company. We spent 30 grand on ads and I lost money.
That shouldn't even be possible.
Not getting a return on ad spend is insane. The fact that was allowed to go on like that, and a lot of these guys don't care because it's not their money, so they just spend it, right, and try to get the results. So we've went in a completely different direction and obviously focused more on organic and just really giving people value and doing the free information guides
and resources,
right, and just trying to get qualified people organically, and that's been working. Right?
I feel like a lot of people, especially these bigger companies that specialize in marketing and help such a broad range of people, there's less focus provided to each specific client.
For sure, because they're saying, okay, here, Colin, I'll take your money and I'll do all this for you. And you think you're getting it from this guy, but then he's just going to give one of his little, minions the work, and they're not qualified. Where with you, I'm actually working with just you one-on-one direct, obviously, which I appreciate. And that's the type of person that I want in my business right now, right? I don't want to be working with a company that's going to just delegate someone else to me.
Before we started working together, what was your biggest bottleneck? Was it content? Was it fulfillment? Was it, if you're running ads at the time? Tell me about that.
Yeah, I think the biggest bottleneck was obviously posting and content. Wasn't doing a whole lot of that. Needed someone to help on the back end, taking my B-roll clips and putting them into, social media worthy posts. And then also on the funnel side and the course education side, just getting that organized and having a place that when I onboard and I sell a client, like they have a process to go through,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
I was doing that all myself before. So now a lot of that information that I had to give the client is given to them in the material that we created.
I think like one huge thing that really helped as well with the sales process for our clients were like the sales resources. So that was like the checklist for the Airbnb. It was, you know, how to interview cleaners.
Yeah. A lot of the free guides we made.
Yeah. We made like a dozen of them, I think. Maybe even like over like 20. We've had like 20.
We've done a lot of different variations. Now we have the E2 guide, the ebook, the full ebook, the quality of your edits and your graphic design. I would say you're probably one of the better graphic design people I've worked with, like one of the best that I've ever worked with. You're able to understand what I'm like when I talk to you, like almost talk to you like a baby. Like I break that, like I want this and I need this. I need you to make this happen. And you're able to like piece it together and deliver me what I'm thinking in my brain that I can't make like come to fruition because I don't have like the skills to
like
make
for
it
me
happen.
it's like I've been designing like most of my life and considering the fact we've been working together for like 2 years.
So you know me now.
I already know like what you're thinking, what kind of style you like. I can just go with the flow. I'm like, hey Colin, what do you think? And most of the time you like it. Sometimes we need a few revisions, but that's like pretty much normal.
Yeah, no, 100%. Even from the get-go, like before you knew me though, like I could be like, hey, like this is the idea. Or send you like someone else's Instagram reel and be like, I want to recreate this with my stuff. And then you would take that and recreate it.
We've been working together for 2 years now. How would you describe what I actually do for the business?
Pretty much everything from the starting point, I guess what you call it, like the funnel, like the creatives to make the funnel itself, helping people get into the funnel through marketing and
like the creative direction
through social media, getting them into the funnel. That's all laid out and created by you. They book a call, and then obviously I'm taking over from the sales side after. For the most part, I'm doing the sales myself. But anything, I guess, pre-sale call.
So like nurturing, getting people through the pipeline, make sure they show up to the call, etc. Okay, so when you think about the day-to-day operations of, you know, your coaching program, what does having someone like me in your business let you focus on?
Lets me focus more on the actual coaching itself, right? I'm not worried about all the back end stuff like pitch decks and websites and you know, onboarding students, and you're helping in the community as well, and always keeping that course updated when there's something new that you know we need, or I realize maybe a student or someone's coming to me and saying, asking me the same question over and over. So getting that to you and maybe adding it to the course.
Turning it into like a resource.
So turning it into a resource that we can provide them, even helping me with my YouTube videos and stuff too. Like that's been great. Like it's kind of just like almost everything now, you know what I mean?
I'm kind of like, I've kind of just put my hand in every pie. Like we're kind of just running every single bit. If you need something, you just like, Timmy, can you do it? I'm like, I can do anything.
No, that's what it's, I think that's been the biggest benefit and part to the operation is that like you're so versatile. That you can kind of help me with everything. So I haven't really needed too many like other people.
Okay, so walk me through the numbers. What does the business look like now compared to before?
So before we started working together, I was probably doing anywhere from like 5 to 20, 30K a month. That would probably be a good month, right? On average. Now that we've made all these changes and you've come aboard and we've started implementing all these different things, the business is doing well over 6 figures plus a month, multiple 6 figures. And I have a lot of obviously to thank you for that. And just the things that we've implemented and changed, and social media strategy and the freebies and the course, and kind of just bringing everything together as a whole and kind of just made it like a well-oiled machine. Obviously there's still room for growth and tweaking and making changes, and we're working on that now.
Tell me about those ebooks. When it comes to the carousels, so we combine the carousel with the E2 ebook or the regular Airbnb ebook. How beneficial were they in kind of nurturing people that came through your pipeline?
It's definitely, since I started really hammering down on like the free kind of guide giveaways or the how-tos and this and that, like my calendar has been booked solid. Like I'm not running any ads right now. Over the last month, I've done almost 30 million views. And I want to say we have like at least 5 or 10,000 opt-ins through the Visa and the ebook prompts that we're using with combined with ManyChat. And then that flows into the Go High level and sends them the guide. So it's all automated, and then they can book a call. So it's like, it's working great, and the calendar's getting full. Couldn't be happier where the offer stands right now.
What's something that happened in the last 2 years that wouldn't have been possible without this setup?
I think just the offer growth as a whole, because having you doing these things and helping me out, me able to utilize my time in other places to grow and scale the offer, you've also held me accountable and helped me stay consistent with everything as well, right? More so on the social media side and the marketing side, and just constantly, filming new content and staying consistent with posting.
What's been your best month revenue-wise for your coaching program?
Yeah, so it's probably earlier this year in January, we did over $300,000 in revenue.
And on average, how much does your program generate per month?
On average, somewhere between 1 to 300,000. Yeah, I think we're almost at $1 million for the year so far. And we're just into May.
So tell me, what are you building towards next?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I'm really building towards anything right now. I'm pretty happy where things are at, offer wise.
Yeah.
I can only scale it so far because of what I'm providing to people. We're providing a really extensive service, you know what I mean? Where we're helping them find an Airbnb, get a lease, design it, set it up, put it on Airbnb, softwares, automations. We help with so much. So it's I can keep scaling it, but it's just, then I have to add more people and it's more stress. And it's just, I don't know to what point it's worth it.
More money, more problems.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Right now it's making a good amount of money and I'm very happy with it and it's consistent and it's manageable. Yeah. With I do still appreciate having my time freedom, and money's not everything, right? I spend a lot of time with my family. I have extracurriculars. We travel, we do all these extra things, right? So I'm pretty happy right now with the balance.
What do you think people get wrong about trying to do this all themselves?
I think it's possible to do it all yourself. I mean, I did it, but eventually you spread yourself too thin.
Yeah.
And then different parts of the offer start suffering. And then usually that's going to result in less sales or maybe just complete offer failure.
Yeah.
Right. So you need to really find, for me, myself, I'm an amazing salesperson.
Yeah, I know.
So I've realized lately that that's probably the strongest point for me to be in my offer is closing. As much as I don't want to do it, that's where I need to be because that's my strongest point. Yeah. Right. I don't have an education background. Right.
Yeah.
So I brought in a student that showed success in my program and had a coaching background, a teaching background. Sorry to say, not even coaching, teaching background. Right? Yeah. And now she runs a lot of my coaching calls and helps with the students. Awesome. And obviously she still consults with me on stuff that she doesn't know, but that's how I've been able to take a lot of my time back to go on the closing calls because I delegated something else where I was weak and I'm putting myself in a position where I'm strong. Right. So I think that's what's really exploded my offer this year, at least, is that I've just focused on what you're good at and outsource what you're bad at, in the beginning at least.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
If you had to explain to another business owner or coach, having someone in my role inside of their business, how would you describe that?
I would say if they want to scale and make over $10,000, $20,000 a month, you have to have someone like you. I did maybe not 10, 20,000, maybe a little bit more, depending on the offer, because I was doing it by myself and it's high ticket. So I mean, I could do a few sales every month, make 20, 30, 40 grand. But if you want to scale to 6 figures like I'm doing now, you definitely need someone helping with these tasks. You know, you just can't do it all yourself. You have to focus on what you're good at and then outsource the stuff that you're not good at.
That's one thing I've noticed about you throughout these 2 years. Even, of course, you're big entrepreneur, business owner. You've been in business for a lot of years. Mm-hmm. And me just having worked with you, you always outsource and get other people to do something. And that's kind of something I've noticed that allowed you to really scale heavily.
Yeah, because you only have so much time every day, exactly. Right? So if you're having to do every single task, that's going to eat up all your time and you can't focus on growth.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're actually operating the business. We just want to be a business owner, not an operator.
Anything else you want to add that I didn't ask you about?
Not that I can think of. I think you pretty much covered it all.
Colin, it's been a pleasure.
Yep, pleasure.
If you're a coach, consultant, or business owner and you're looking to build, sell, and scale an info offer or info product, just like the infrastructure we've helped Colin build over these last 2 years, you can book a strategy call in the description and we'll go over how this will be possible for you.